To achieving your goals and living life to the fullest, it starts with one decision, and that means taking action. Just no matter what your goals are, if it's affiliate marketing, if it's making money online, if it's achieving your why, having a clear idea of what your goals are to stay focused and motivated, it's going to help you carry out your necessary action. In this video, it's going to be a billionaire mindset to keep you motivated for no excuses, making a choice and taking action. The initiative, once you have it identified your goal, identified it with a choice. Then it involves planning and strategy. Now, identifying these steps needing to reach your goal, it's not just about affiliate marketing, it's your life. Now, if you want to literally become successful, you have to be flexible. You have to understand that your plan is not going to be as planned. You have to understand that, keep in mind, things are not going to be the way you want them to be. You're going to anticipate so many unexpectations and just the need to be successful. You're going to have that mindset. And that's where the billionaire mindset comes in. You have to have a positive attitude because it's essential in order to reach your goals. Any goal that you may have, you have to stay focused on that goal and not want to give up on the first place. And that's a huge factor when you're human. You can't give up on not the goal, but yourself. It takes time and it takes dedication. It takes hard work. It takes a strategy. It takes a community of anything, but you have to understand that anything is possible. So making a choice to take action can help you get to your goals even faster, to help you live your life to the fullest and identify what initiative, what are you doing this for? What are you here for? Pay bills, work your 9 to 5, or make money the way you are when you can grow to be the best who you are. Make a choice. I want to talk about, seriously, a client came in today, Miss Beverly, a tax client for Unica and with Gaines Family Services. And we were talking about Paul, the book in the Bible. And Paul allowed Jesus to redemption. He literally had his testimony based on the full extent of dealing with hardship and doing things and not having support. The apostle of grace of Paul. That's literally what we talked about today in our tax appointment. And it literally took me a step back as I was reflecting with Miss Beverly as a time that was not expected. Again, Nico was supposed to be in the office for her tax appointment. Miss Beverly got there a little bit earlier and I had the opportunity to speak with her. And in doing that, I'm telling you, this morning at 10 this morning and listening about the remarkable story of Paul and what he had to deal with in regards to being broken, and his family, his friends, his supporters, and who you uplifted through your foundation and your community. Sometimes you have to remember that they're not going to support you. You have to just block everything out and just know that God has a choice for you. You are unique to what God makes for you. And listening to Miss Beverly, and then later, Unica and I had breakfast or what have you, because you have to make sure you stay healthy. But God is an extremist. He made each person unique to their unique why. Nobody is going to do this in regards to understanding your why. The story of Paul is not even put worthy today, because God gives you second chances to restart every day in his mercy. He gives you the truth to know that even if you just can't get out of being yourself in your own way, good from being average, he'll take the wicked, the evil, the degenerate, the people that we think that may have been mass terrorists or caused problems on the states. I mean, you have to be understanding. And Paul was humble and understood God's process and Christ. And literally, if I look back at this journey and just kind of the steps that I have been through in regards to support and family and things that I thought that was important in life, and being able to understand and being able to communicate when others can't, saying things that God has blessed me with, the education and the background and the experience that he and I share. No one has been on the drug. No one is like me. There is no one in this world that's like me. So when you take on that concept, there's no one with you 24 hours a day but God. And I'm not going to preach, and I'm going to make this short in regards to content, but when you realize that you completely surrender yourself to God and be fully committed to the reason of your why, be it may, whatever it is, I mean, he will literally uplift you into your mental battle, your mindset, the growth, the things that limit you financially, health, emotions, personal relationships. It will uplift you to understand that the people that he puts in your way is there for a process. You don't understand it. You're in your way. You want to make 10,000 online. Hell, you want to make 100 online. You have a mentor that's doing it consistently by showing consistency. And you think you can do the same thing, but the thing is, your journey is unique to you. And when you grasp the understanding of that concept and consistently grind towards your why and understand that you're going to fail, you're going to get upset. I mean, I literally had a moment today, not understanding what the direction God has me in regards to just being in the relationships and the people that I have in my life right now, the relationships that I've faltered, the changes that have made. This is something that God is teaching me how to change. God is teaching me how to grow. God is teaching me how to show my family how to be the best that we can be and serve my friends to be the best, to uplift my community. And the journey, hey, I'm not a Delta by mistake. I didn't go to Murray State by mistake. I didn't live in Toronto by mistake. I didn't live in Dallas by mistake. I didn't become a mortgage broker by mistake. I didn't become a tax preparer by mistake. I don't do life insurance and be about that life by mistake. I didn't go on this digital internet journey just to find out what everyone is doing on TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube and go out here and throw more content out, to throw out links. There's a billionaire plan, and there's ordinary people that are living this lifestyle of wealth. And the God put me on the journey of allowing entrepreneurs the opportunity to see that you can be whatever you want to be with this online space. You know, this $7 one-page funnel is an opportunity. And I wanted to make sure when I ran an ad because it's still Adrienne Mays. I still have to make sure I support everything I do. Like everything in my digital real estate journey, you know, most of the product, I mean, I didn't just throw stuff out there. It's just things I do. I do wealth and travel. That's me. So when you look at an AdLabs and you have a Rick Shabrika and you have an Amit Sharma that I spoke with today at 1:07 p.m., you have a stranger that sees the grind on a social media platform of an entrepreneur that wants to take their Detroit environment to the next level and gives you nothing but support. A stranger. It knows and gives you that confidence because he sees what you do. He said, Adrienne, I've seen you since MCS. I know Zach Crawford. We've been in this journey. I wouldn't know him if it wasn't for Daniel Chou. I wouldn't know Amanda McCarty with AdLabs if it wasn't for Daniel Chou. And so Jonathan Montoya. And so I received, I have a strategy. I'm an engineer. I'm an electromechanical engineer, but I can't help it. And it doesn't just a title, because analytically, if you look at Jonathan Montoya, if you look at Rick Shabrika, if you look at Amit Sharma, these men are entrepreneurs. They're analytical. They take things apart and then they put it together. This $7 program, he did the same. I text messaged him in regards to getting some help with just the process. You might have an issue when you're trying to get your upsells for the commission booster. He responded right away. Just the environment that you create when you're consistent in your craft and your why, you never know the impact that you make. And Amit Sharma today at 1:07 p.m., I thank you. It was a moment that you didn't even know. I was being honest and open, and you telling me that, Adrienne, don't forget me along the way, because when you become that billionaire, don't forget the little people. Amit Sharma, thank you. Co-founder of AdLabs, calling you directly. I mean, we're literally understanding that the grind that I have it's bigger than me. It's not about just getting words. It's not about showing up at 7 p.m., just providing content, my friends. No excuses. I made a choice and I'm taking action. Are you? So again, I leave you with this. I mean, you're going to be human in your moments. You're going to have mentors that may have felt that you may be through courses that did not go the way that you wanted. You didn't make that 10,000. You didn't make that $100 like they promise every day online. And I am not going to promise you're going to do anything with anything that is ever that I say $7 course, Wealth Warriors Elite Income Empire, Freedom Accelerator, AdLabs. It doesn't matter. That was the journey for Adrian. So I can present the information to my why of CCC Because We Care Foundation, so that the next fundraiser, when there's 29 students that are trying to go and experience something outside of Detroit, Michigan to Chicago, Illinois, Enika and I with CCC Because We Care Foundation, we can do more. This nothing but invigorates me, my why. So again, if you take action for your why, it takes this billionaire mindset. You put the people around you that God has the plan. You just get out the way. So I'll be still live at 7, providing the content that in the journey. But right now, I have to say thank you. Captured on a digital real estate legacy of YouTube. Because again, as time progresses, I did some stupid things in my life. And when I went to school at Murray State University, I was car surfing. And that was years ago, of course. And car surfing in Murray, Kentucky, and crazy car surfing and hit my head, and short-term memory loss, long story short, is something that I have. Amit Sharma doesn't know this. I don't share this with a lot of people. I have short-term memory loss from me being stupid back in college, freshman year, trying to be cool with all my friends. I'm on the girls' basketball team, Murray State University Racers, yay. And so we went out to eat, and so playing around, being from Detroit, trying to fit in. I got on top of the car, and the girl that was driving the car she went right, and Adrian went left. And that's a true story. So when I went to the hospital, I literally went to the hospital, had to get rushed to Paducah, Kentucky, so short-term memory loss. I was in an engineering platform at Murray State for my bachelor's degree, of course. Again, I was a freshman, and I had to take off. So I'm talking to my clients now about, they're telling me about their strokes, or people that, because being in our 40s, 50s, 60s, people having strokes and mental forgetting things is common. And I have dealt with this since my 20s. And I was talking to one of my clients, and I was like, hey, you have to figure out a solution to not beat yourself up on something you did. That was a stupid mistake. I've done a lot of them too. And so have you, but the God will forgive you if you focus on the reason that he has you here. So what I did back in college is I put a tape recorder in my pocket so I could get through my engineering classes, because, I didn't want everybody to know. And being one of the only Black people in the engineering class, it wasn't that many people that were talking to me. And being an athlete at Murray State University at the time, didn't have a lot of African Americans in the engineering program. So again, God put me in that situation for a reason. I made it through. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to make it through is my point. You're going to make it through. So whatever your decision and your why, with this billionaire mindset that you have, don't let your finances, this bill that you have, follow people and trust. Because at 1:07 p.m. today, Amit Sharma, stranger, not even in the United States, co-founder of AdLabs, thank you for believing in this entrepreneur, believing in the grind, the hustle, the consistency of knowing that when you're consistent with 1% imperfection daily, and still had a plan, and it might not go to plan, because again, you have life that's going to happen. Even if you have a plan every day, like I didn't plan for this live right now, but God told me to share. Because in my journey, when I was with the Wealth Warriors Elite Income Empire coaching program, I couldn't figure it out. What Daniel Chou kept meaning, saying, just share your journey, share with everything, show people how you feel. So I show you how I feel every day live at 7, but this is a live opportunity for you to see that no excuses. I made a choice and I take an action. So if you make that choice today on this day that God has given you the opportunity to even think about. And it's not just about the $7 one page. I'm setting up a strategy for lead generation, for my plan. And you can't listen to, you get support, guys, but know your why and purpose and work your why. You get tweaks from your coaches and your mentors and you grow. So I'm going to leave you with this here today. My boy, Eric Thomas, every morning, motivation. He's been my guy for the week. Grant Cardone, I've been on you as well. And I still like the Kevin Hart motivation. He definitely, I'm still rolling with that on a consistent basis, still in my rotation. Steve Harvey is slipping in there. His motivation is really awesome as well. But Motiversity takes care of all of it. So all of those are opportunities for you to get that mindset together for you in the morning. And so I'm just going to leave you with these 3 words from my boy, Eric Thomas, because out last night, I'm working on the 7-page video series because, again, going to the next step of my process. And Eric Thomas was like, these 3 words, my friends, and you just keep these with you when you're having those rough times and those rough moments when you can't take action. These 3 words will help you through. Or it's more than 3 words. It's a 3-sentence little thing. I can, I will, I must.